Hello everyone, my name is FlareBlitzed here and welcome to what would be my final video of Hello Charlotte episode 2, and you've read the title correctly. We're going to be going through every single ending that exists within Hello Charlotte, and let me just click on there so we can actually begin this. But some of them are actually quite specified depending on the dates, but first of all, we're going to go through each bad ending, and we're going to go with the most obsolete one, and that takes place on day 6. Now, usually the violent room, or the violet room as it looks like, is usually locked. Well, on day 6, when you've just woken up as Charlotte and you need to go to the bathroom in order to take out excessive ink from mouth because of Charlotte's illness from the Oracle. Yeah, it's open, so enter there, and we enter this room which is filled with a purple aura. Now what we need to do is interact with Bennett. Bennett seems occupied. Pester Bennett. Yep, we're going to pester him. I'll raise my voice. Bennett! Ah! Bennett suddenly turns around with a chainsaw still in his hands. And I think you can probably guess what happens. Yeah, Bennett is shocked and completely saws up Charlotte. Before I knew it, my insides spilled on the floor. And don't startle me like that. No one ever reads warning signs these days, do they? Bad end. Do not disturb. I think we can get that truly out of the way, most certainly. We can try and go into principal's, because this is one of the bad endings. Go into the principal's office. Intruder detected. Okay. But no entry. I tell you what, we'll just start up a brand new game, because why the hell not? Actually, you can achieve this bad ending any time when you're in a house, as long as you can access the bathroom. So, okay, that's not even the bathroom, that's Felix's lab. So, we can get a soap in here, monthly. Yep, we're going to take some, and what we can do with it is we can insert it into one of the honor cubes for it to be corrupted. Use the soap. Yes, do it. Okay. And I'm sure we've seen this before on one of my previous episodes. I'd actually tried to escape this scenario, but literally, if you get interrupted by one of these, bad ending, do not put soap in on the cube. So that's all of the bad endings that you can get within the game. Be within the question mark floor and avoid all these, and we can. Last time around, where we chose to refuse his offer of descending to heaven, we can select the other choice and accept C's offer. I hope your decision is the right one, Seth. I take C's hand. I accept. Really? You do? I do. Let's go to your kingdom in the skies. C replies in a soft voice. Thank you. To be honest, I would never have gathered the courage to do this alone. This human body and mind of mine are so fragile that they'll crumble at the slightest worry. I take the pills. Soon, they will put me to sleep. Don't worry, C. From now on, you'll never be alone. He takes my hand, it's trembling. Loneliness is such a human emotion, yet all this time it's been tearing me apart. Soon I'll lose the virtue to be able to experience it. I feel myself nodding off. We wished each other sweet dreams, and closed our eyes, sitting in comfortable silence. Sometime later, 2 bodies would be found in the forest. 2 empty shells devoid of soul data. They will soon become a part of bigger pile of meat, eventually dissolving into soil fertilizers from a world we're part of no longer. We were sent to heavens and become cruel gods with little concern for earthly matters. Earthly matters, I mean. Nah. Charlotte and C. We would laugh over our miserable human lives, realizing how little they meant on the scale of whole universe in endless timelines. It's a happy ending. Happy. You know, Charlie, there are rumors about you and Vincent going around in school. What kind of relationship do you have with them? Relationship sounds way too heavy, Andrew. I'm not sure he wants to talk to me after what happened. It can't be. It's just as I thought. He was after your body. What do you two do exactly? Nothing much. Aside from all the ascending to heaven thing. Oh my god, what? That fool. C didn't do anything bad, Andre. There's no reason to... Shut up. You might be a little dense in the head, but let me tell you, boys will all act mysterious and want to use you. You may hide it however long you want, but I know you're quite well endued. Wasn't it a I covered Andrew's mouth with my hand. Stop it. Andrew breaks free of my grip with ease. Ha 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 ha. You look like a tomato. Jeez. By the way, why don't we go feed the strays today? Not possible. You made a decision of buying cheap food, Andre. You knew very well that we could have bought healthy food, and none of these catastrophes would have ever happened. Andre, you know, the mad cats we fed. Yes, what about them? I feel a lump in my throat. They're dead. Oh, and it was my fault. It was me who brought them bad food, and what are you talking about? It was Seth who didn't do anything to stop us. Moreover, they ate it themselves. I could have done something. Seth would have listened if I simply told them that they... My hands began shaking again. I feel the bilious ink raising in my throat. Andrea puts her hands on mine. Listen, repeat after me. It's not my fault. She could... Okay. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. See, it's not that hard, right? You still look down. Is there something else that worries you? Well, betrayal soon. I'm worried that the choice I'll make will be the wrong one. Why so? You'll vote for Andre, right? Andre won't get angry at you for that, silly. That's what friends do after all. Yeah, I'll vote for you. This time, well, the last time around I said I won't vote for you. I'll vote for you, Andre. As I thought. Of course you will. Andre leans in and kisses me. Okay, so this is where you can acquire this image, okay? I freeze in place. Now that's my Charlie. You should stop filling your empty head with useless things already. All you have to do is stay by my side. I'll make all your troubles disappear. All of them. School bell rings. Go back to class. Andrea will join you later. Okay, until later, Ben. Bye-bye. As I went back, I wondered if Andrea was always as forceful. She was. She is overly emotionally attached to you, Charlotte. Instead of feeling happy after our lunch together like usual, I felt incredibly humiliated. Yeah, Yellow Ribbon. It's a memory of... So I read Graveyard last time, so we'll read through this one. It's quite short, so I might as well read you another one. But then I got a yellow ribbon. It was on my 8th birthday. A bread man stood in the darkest corner of the room, blending with the shadows. He stepped out for it only when everybody else left. He extended his gloved hand to me. In it was a present, a yellow ribbon. Ah. For your birthday present, I brought this ribbon. We are born colourless, he said, tying it around my collar. It's the people we meet who give us colour. Wear it as a memento for our alliance, will you? Memory end. As I promised, there's another one. You've already seen a fragment of it, though. A memory of my first dress. Back in the day, I've had a shortly cut hair and dressed in a way that one wouldn't call girly. When Aidan awoke after Dr. Huxley's treatment, he was Krampus and no more. He took up a number of new hobbies: cooking, cleaning, drawing, sewing, and Mondstadt. He took particular interest in making dresses and invited me to try on one. It's wonderful, I complimented him wholeheartedly. I don't think I'm cut out for dresses, Aidan. Why so? He asked, genuinely curious. What I see before me is a fair young lady. You should let your hair grow, he added, smiling. You'll make a wonderful lady when you grow up. Memory end. See? What kind of dreams did you have before I appeared? I dreamt of Mother. Not always, sometimes. It's just the dreams that I remember more vividly. What were they like? In one of those dreams we were walking together on the street at night. It was raining. Then she fell to the ground, and I dragged her away from the sidewalk. I took off my coat and covered her. I knew I had to do something, but couldn't do a thing without her permission. So I kept asking, should I call for help? Should I call a taxi? Should I call an ambulance? But she kept answering with, I don't know, over and over again. So we just sat there, unmoving. People passed by us. I cradled her in my arms. It felt like her body parts were missing under her coat, but I couldn't bring myself to check. That's the kind of dream it was. Not moving a muscle to do anything just because you're told not to. What a dependable way to live your life. I know, but strangely enough I was content with it. Like it was supposed to be that way. To think of it, I've always wanted someone to make decisions for me. How pitiful, yet fascinating. Although I'd love to continue our conversation, I'll leave you to rest now. After all, a trial is coming. Yes, good night, Free. Free chuckles. Sleep well, Miss Welcher. Day 32. Day of trial. We will wake up. And we shall save at this point because it's very important to do so. That means we don't have to refer back to our decisions. Trial room. Okay, so what we're going to be going through first is the ending we encountered last time, so we get a grip that this video does contain all of the endings. But do quote me if I do miss out on a bad ending at any point throughout the game, because there may be a fourth bad ending, I do not know. I only saw those three at most. We shall begin voting now. Andre peeks over my shoulder, waiting for me to make a decision. I promised C not to vote for him, but I want to save him. I too promised Andre to vote for her. We're best friends after all. No, we're going to withdraw and we're not going to vote. It's decided. I'll withdraw from voting. Andre looks over me. So you really didn't choose anyone in the end? It's not true, Andre. I chose everyone. I don't want someone to suffer because of my choice. Sometimes not making a decision is the best decision, huh? What a dumb choice, really. Nothing else to expect from the school's infamous oddball. Andre, are you? Attention, please. Everyone finish voting now. We will now count the votes. Please wait for a moment. 3, 2, 1. And the one with the 0 votes for garbage of society receivers? Oh, in fact, we have 2 people this year. Vincent Wordsworth and Charlotte Wiltshire. Rejoice you both. The guards will escort you to the smile room. Everyone around is clapping and yelling. It feels like mass psychosis. Oh gosh. Serves you right. Oh. Andre is just pure evil. You are crying. Don't deny it. Andre turns away from me, angrily rubbing her eyes with her long sleeves. I'll be okay, so take care of yourself, okay? I can still her sobs as I have been led to the room. Hello there. We meet again once more. In this lovely room. The Smile Room. Why would it be called the Smile Room? I have no idea. The operation will take no longer than a few minutes. Stay still. C finally looks at me from his operation table. I see horror in his eyes. He's shaking. Charlotte. Yes? There's something I want to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm not who you think I am. I lied to you all this time. About puppeteers and observers. About other worlds. It's just like everyone said. I'm a false god. A loser, a weakling, a coward. I don't know anything about this world, nor what lies beyond it. My name is not C, it's Vincent. I know who you are, Vincent. You're no loser god. I think you're wonderful. I want to reach out to him, but there's no strength in my body. My eyelids become incredibly heavy. I'm scared. The mind laboratory is destroyed. Then why the hell is everywhere full of human organ parts? Freya, I want to put an end to all trials. I want to save C from the world. I want to save Andre from herself. I knew you would say that. You still want to become a tragic hero for everyone's sake, right? A boy who would put himself all above the living things. A girl who loathed herself so much she raised her self-confidence at your cost. Oh, your imaginary friends. Your father who abandoned you a long time ago. Your mother who never comes to visit. You loved them all, didn't you? Even though I was always there for you, you chose all of them over me in the end. You said it yourself, Rare. You are a product of my own mind born from the remnants of the Oracle. You are a manifestation of all my destructive impulses. Essentially, you are me. I couldn't love myself, Rare. I couldn't love us. So pitiful are we. Now then, come here. Let us repaint the world in your colours. Consume me whole. I took a step forward. When I woke up, it's quiet. Let's not save here. Visitors line on the operating table. It's quiet in the hall. Why is it so... Yeah, we've been through this. My words echo through the room with an orchestra of voices. The one saying them isn't just me, it's the whole school. The one who stands out amongst the crowd is a man dressed in pitch black clothes. He's laughing. Well, what do we have here? Say, what would you do to make under a shooting star? And the deafening orchestra of voices follows. I wish for all the painful things to end. Yeah, all of them. I see. What a foolish wish. However, it did come true nevertheless. As long as human ego exists, people always hurt each other. The only way to bring it to an end is to achieve ultimate control over each and every person. And voila, there you have it. You selfishly act each and every ego in the world. Now you're the only one left. Congratulations, my dear. You've become the oracle of this world. No way. Everyone is gone. Vincent, Andre too. No way, everyone is gone. Yes, their bodies are now vessels for you. Not only consumed as soul data, but also the spare copies of it. Unfortunately, they're gone from this world. Say, Umbrella Man, can I ask you one last favor? Yes, what is it? Can you kill me? All I do is keep hurting others. If I disappear, the world will surely be a happier place. Someone like you who disregards life itself wouldn't hesitate to do it. So please, somehow... Alright. I close my eyes. It's probably best this way. No one will get hurt because of me anymore. Instead of sharp pain, I suddenly felt warmth. Ah. Why, you've done well, dear child. All this time you didn't want to be alone, did you? Listen well, I will grant your wish. Usually it comes with a price, but my employer will have already paid in full by now. I will travel across the skies and you will learn to control your power. Once you do, it is possible that you can rebuild your world from scratch. Let's go stargazing, shall we? Umbrella Man reaches out his hand to me. He looks just like my father from the old wedding photo. Is it really okay for someone like me? Didn't I say it before? It's not about deserving, it's what was destined to happen. Umbrella Man covers me with his coat, so how about it? I take Umbrella Man's hand. Ah, we leave on a journey. Golly. But nothing in this game explains exactly what the Oracle is. Maybe that's an episode 3 thing. Or maybe some parts of it are mentioned in episode 1, which I've yet to play. I'm silly for playing episode 2 before episode 1. I thought the Steam version had both episodes. I would travel across the skies and seas, wander amongst roots and ruins of civilizations, watch lives bloom and wither, and be reborn again. Perhaps then I'll learn how to be kind. Perhaps then I'll learn how to be honest. Perhaps then I'll learn how not to hurt others. I want to become a better person, Seth. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You've been a great friend. Thank you for seeing my story through the end. Let's meet again one day. Seth is probably her mad cat, definitely. White Ant, Stargazer's Journey. Now there's also a grey ant and a black ant. Hello Charlotte, episode 2, end. I wonder if episode 3 I wonder if episode 3 is actually something that goes on from there. So depending on which ending you select is the one which will actually start. So it appears we have reached the end of the story. No matter what, Charlotte Wilson was doomed from the start. You see, my friend, you've committed a sin of worshipping false gods, that is. Say, are you satisfied with such an ending? Or do you want to see the child's story ended another way? You know I have the power to grant your wish. You may call me mercantile, but by this time you should have learned that nothing in this world comes without a price. And the price will be your name. Say, will you give up on your identity for a mere possibility? Will you give up on your existence? When I eat your name, you will no longer be the wise, kind-hearted thief, because the child won't remember you. She always perceived you as her friend, when in fact you're just malware that infected our world. I did my best to introduce you as something trivial, when in fact you're not meant to be here. You see, there are no other puppeteers in this world. Every single word you ever uttered was given to you by the child. You're just her imaginary friend. However, if you accept my help, she will no longer be aware of your presence, and no longer talk to you. For that price, you'll be able to save her. So what do you think? Well, isn't that wonderful? Come, stand under my umbrella. Figuratively, of course. Goodbye, Seth the Goody Two Shoes. Hello, Anonymous. I'll see you soon. Hello, Charlotte, episode 2, end. We are going to vote for C. I'll choose C's name from the list. Andrew looks at me in shock and disbelief. Why, Charlie? Why did you choose him? Didn't we make a promise? I'm sorry, but he doesn't have anyone to vote for him. How could you? You traitor. I trusted you. Attention, please. Everyone, finish voting now. We will now count the votes. Please wait for a moment. And the votes go to Charlotte Wiltshire. Serves you right, you traitor. Why'd you even look so surprised? You gave your voice to your crush, yet you're devastated I didn't give you my voice to you. Look, even that loser didn't want to vote for you. How does that feel? But why, Andre? Why, she asks. Even though I've done so much for you, you never appreciated me. No one wants to be your friends with a lunatic like you. You know, I honestly tried to be your friend, but I gave up. Andre, what is... I don't understand. It's me who doesn't understand you no matter how hard I try. You know, I'm tired of playing along. When will you get tired of lying? But I never really lied to you. I just wanted to... Do you really think puppeteers and aliens are all that stuff exists? You honestly believed your classmate was a god? You really are a perfect match for each other. Mudcats, oracles, Paphiases, observers, omnicubes and whatever. Every day you kept making up a new lie. I'm tired, so tired of keeping up with it. Everyone in the class tried teaching you a lesson, but no matter what we did, you never get a clue. What lesson? I'm afraid I don't understand. I don't understand. My bag thrown away, books scattered on the ground, dead bodies in the garden, the fake letter, everything, every single little thing. It all started to fall into place. It seems she's so happy she couldn't believe her luck. Now, chatting with friends can wait. If you'd be so kind, please proceed to the smile room. We're awaiting your glorious transformation. Let's go, Seth. Everyone's waiting. Andre doesn't care anymore. Andre, you're crying. Don't look at me. I'm sorry I couldn't be a good friend. It's all my fault it came to this. As I proceeded to the smiling room, everyone in the hall is laughing. I passed by C. He looks lost, devastated, so very small and human. His words are barely audible in this noise. I'm sorry. I gave him the widest smile. I'm so glad, C. I'm so glad I'll be the one to save you. He looks at me in shock. The guards push me further, and the next moment he disappears in the raging crowd. It must be the last time we see each other. I think to myself. You know, see, when we first met, I saw myself in you. It's sad I won't be here to hear more of your stories. I was really fond of them. I wonder if we'll meet again somewhere. We'll just go into the room. Here we are. Medical worker strapped me to a chair. It becomes harder to keep my consciousness with every second. I cough. It's ink all over again. Bileness melancholy that consumed me all this time. I'm scared. I don't want to die. I don't want my body to become an empty shell. I feel someone hold my hand. It's free. Well, it looks like the end. Now you're going to become a corpse too, Miss Roadshare. A clock. Free, you're... I've been a walking corpse for a long time. It was you who kept me alive. I cannot leave your side, and I never will. I will be with you until the very end, until we completely decay. We're both miserable, aren't we? Fred Osbert. I'm here. I won't let them have their way with your body and mind. I'll reach out and embrace the dead god. The former oracle melts into my arms, becoming a mass of organs and broken machinery, meaningless, useless parts, garbage of the mind. I'm no longer breathing. The dead god leans in, kissing me goodbye. Good night, my princess. Now we can finally rest. As I sink deep into oblivion, a fragment of my mind came into mind. The Ink Princess wasn't kept in Paper Prison for long. The Paper Princess befriended the Ink Princess, and they became dearest of friends. Thus, the Ink Princess became the happiest person in the world. That is my ending for the story. Isn't it too cliché? How about Paper Princess dying from intoxication after touching the Ink Princess? Or Paper Princess using Ink Princess for ink production until it drains her completely? That's even more cliché. Then what do you suggest? A sugar-coated fantasy? Not every story has to have a cruel ending. I want Ink Princess to be happy. Even if she's the plague itself, a parasite. Even so. Even if she doesn't deserve it. Even so. It's not her fault that she was born this way. Born this way. That's just how she is. That's just how she is. Somewhere far away, the door to the smile room has opened. Somewhere far away, a lump of meat lied there, devoid of a soul. Somewhere far away, a false god wept over a mere disposable vessel. That's right. In the embrace of a dead god, I eternally rest among stars. Rejoice, Seth. This is my happy ending. And you call it a happy ending. Black End. Everlasting oblivion. Hello, Charlotte. Episode 2 end. And we shall vote for Andre. I hope the decision is the right one, Seth. This way, I'll fulfill my promises to both C and Andre. I'll give my vote to Andre. Andre looks at me in surprise. actually voted for me? We made a promise, didn't we? Right, we did. We sure did. Look, Android's voting for you too. Android chooses my name in the list. Attention please. Everybody stop voting now. We will now count the votes. Please wait for a moment. And the one who amounting to nothing, the most useless of them all, the one with 0 votes is Vincent Wordsworth. Not only he never socialized, he didn't even attend class. That's a lie. See, he lost all his points because he ran away from the house. Such a worthless being could never be useful to society. He's destined to amount to nothing. Therefore his soul data is corrupted. Am I right, everyone? What a loser. It's all because I've abandoned him. Everyone's clapping and laughing. It feels like a mass psychosis. It shouldn't be like this. Android touches my shoulders. She's smiling just like everyone else. Serves him right. It's great we didn't get chosen, right? I don't know what to reply with. The guards start making their way to see. I see Umbrella Man amongst the crowd. His yellow eyes stand out amongst all. What a good day it is. Umbrella Man, your employer, Excuse me, what? The god of this world, he's... are you talking about that grey-haired boy? Oh god, my stomach hurts from laughter. I expected nothing less from you, to be honest. Unfortunately, that boy is a perfectly human being, not special in any kind of way. Come on, take a good look at him. I call out to see. Vincent! He hears my voice and turns around. I stare at him, or stares back at me. It's the abyss itself. But for a brief moment I finally see his face. The face of a small, scared boy. He disappears behind the doors. I feel my feet move forward on their own. Where are you going? I have to save him. Are you insane? Forget about that loser. I saved him once. I'm now responsible for his life. No, you're not. You'll stay here with me. I'm sorry, Andre. I have to go. Wait! Andre grabs my sweater. I won't let you go. People don't return from the smile room. You'll stay here where you belong with me. I break free from the grip. I'll be back in a moment, alright? Yes. I want to be a better friend, Andre. Now we can't return back to where we once came from. Are you really going to save your friend? You're not a loser, God, see? I think you're wonderful. You're wonderful exactly because you're flawed. Because it makes you so very human. We're flawed. We're born to make errors. We hurt each other because we're essentially egotistic. That's why I want to know you better. C is lying on the table with his eyes open. Vincent, I'm so glad you're safe. Thank God. Wait, Miss Wheelchair. Something's off. Huh? There's no data in this vessel. There's no soul inside. What are you saying, Frere? Vincent is breathing. He's right here. What am I saying is that it's a lump of meat lying on the table. It's not a person. It can't be. No way you're lying. I do not tell lies, Miss Wheelchair. We were too late. I feel the ink rise in my throat. Everything begins to collapse. It's not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair. Why has it come to this? Such a ruthless world. Such a cruel world. Such a world shouldn't exist at all. Right. Everything. I will consume everyone and let them sleep peacefully inside my belly. No one will ever hurt anyone, and no one will get hurt, because no one will feel anything. Humanity will ascend to a new level and evolve into something greater. Oh my, Charlotte literally took C, or Vincent I mean. So I rose above all cities and countries and ate until my belly was full, until it hurt so much it was hard to breathe. I ate my classmates, my parents, my imaginary friends, and the oracle itself. I ate the lands and the buildings. I ate junk food and concrete altogether. You could say that the oracle is another name of a world devourer. Everything was gone and my body eventually collapsed from the burden of consuming everything in sight. I became a black hole that sucked everything in, destroying it all. There was no one but me left, yet I was with everyone at the same time, for I became the world itself. It could be in essence a solid matter of what could be considered as the Big Bang, a huge mass suddenly collapsing on itself and then exploding, and then thus the universe was born. Holding an empty shell of a false god, I cried. Liar, you liar, Vincent, you liar. You said your earthly shell would wither and you'll become a god again. Yet no matter where I look, I can't find you. Who's that beneath you then? I cried until my voice became hoarse. I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't save anyone or anything. I'm sorry, Andre. You protected me. You were angry in my place. Yeah, I only thought about myself. I'm sorry, Vincent. All this time I wanted to be saved. All this time I wanted to be saved myself. Okay, that doesn't rhyme. So I sought salvation in you. I wanted you to become my hero, but it doesn't matter now. Now that's true tragic. Don't you think, my dear? You. Hello there. You're still alive? My dear, that's a harsh way to put it. Of course I am. The world you've consumed is like a particle in the vast universe. Then why are you here? I've come on my own accord. I clutched Vincent's body close to mine. Easy, easy. I'm not here to take him away. Instead, I brought you something. Umbrella Man brings out an item he was carrying. It's a box. Must be one of those omnicubes, a soul cube in fact. What is it? What does it look like to you? A soul cube? Then, a cube it shall become. It's a copy of this boy's soul. It was rather hard to get. I'm afraid the original was destroyed though. Souls have backup copies? Well, of course, data backup is essential. You must have thought you were able to go back in time, when in reality your soul cube copy was loaded into a new body every time you died. I never thought it was like this. Honestly, you cannot bring this boy back to life. With a soul cube, he won't vanish from this world completely. So no matter what, I can't save him in the end. You still can save his soul. If you open the cube, you release his soul data. He will become a stargazer and pass the purgatory stage. Who knows? Perhaps he'll want to stay with you afterwards. Anyway, enough with idle talk. Charlotte Wilson, you've consumed the energy of an entire world and an oracle, and made it a part of you. You can convert the energy inside of you to create new life from zero. When it runs out, all you have to do is consume more. In short, you've become a god, a binge eater at that. This is a fact. If you don't mind, may I ask, what do you plan to do now? I'm tired, Umbrella Man. I want to rest. Is that all? You now have the power to consume worlds. I've never asked for it. Then, do you plan to leave this domain? I will remain here. I don't want to eat anymore, Umbrella Man. Oh well. There are alternative versions of yourself who still struggle in countless parallel worlds. So are people you care about. When you abandon them too? No. I want to look over them. I still want to protect everyone, Umbrella Man. You know everything in this world. You exist outside of the time, in both past, present and the future alike. Would you help me watch over my world while I rest? Right now it may seem hopeless, but perhaps there's a chance for a better ending. Is that an employment offer, Miss Wiltshire? Yes, I want to hire you. Would you accept? Hoo. My loyalty comes with a price, my dear. In return you shall lose your name. The world will forget your human existence, and your name shall become an empty sound. Your alternative incarnation shall never learn about you, and your name will be erased from all Solve archives. You will go by many names, but none of them will define you, for I will eat it. Will you pay this price? Yes, I accept, Umbrella Man. So fast. You really don't value yourself after all. A contract between a name eater and a world eater. How thrilling. I suppose hiding my true nature is meaningless now. After all, it was you who invented the concept of observers and puppeteers alike. Such things as episodes with me talking to your puppeteer were no more than visions and a delusional grade schooler. I laughed a little. It sounds a little hysterical. Have I said something funny, my dear? No, it's just, you always said that your employer cared about my well-being. Now that I realise who that was all along, I couldn't help myself. Oh, the irony, am I right? The moment you hired me was destined to happen all along. By the way, Umbrella Man, that's how I called you since I was a child, right? Why yes, I've grown accustomed to this distasteful nickname. Do you have a real name? I go by many names. People give them to me themselves. For example, you can call me Charlie's. The man laughs mischievously. I laugh with him. Now then, I shall give you some privacy. You still have things to do before your slumber, don't you? Just like that, Charlie disappears. I look at the soul cube in my hand. It's small and grey, fragile. I smile to myself. You know, Vincent, I never noticed how fragile you were. You feared germs, but people and human life itself. So you decided you didn't belong to this world. I wonder how it felt all this time. I was so fascinated with you that it made me ignorant. Although ignorance is a trait we share. It's time to let you go. I opened the soul cube. Its contents disappeared. See you later, Vincent. I take his body in my arms and get up from my knees. Everyone, Magcat, Felix, Aidan, Bennett, Florence and Huxley, and many, many more, walks behind me. As long as I exist, they won't disappear. After all, I've created them. We walk for a long time. In a field of ink and paper, meat and machinery, soap and bugs, the godless world lies beside me. He will, too, wake up one day. Good night, Vincent. My eyelids became heavy. I knew it would be a dreamless sleep. I don't know what to dream anymore. I finally closed my eyes. Rejoice, Seth, faithful friend of mine. I've become the god of my dollhouse world and will observe its people till the end of time. Charlies will eat my name and watch over me in every single timeline that exists. The world will forget my existence, but you won't, and that's the only thing that's important. Great end. Eternal rest for God. And that, folks, is how we end the second episode of Hello Charlotte. So hope you enjoyed this game as much as I have. If there are any more bad endings which I've missed out, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I won't be replaying this just to get that as well in this. So hope you all enjoyed it as much as I have, and we shall see each other in the first episode of Hello Charlotte in the future in 2017. Have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.